Hey y'all, I'm sorry I'm late. My my computer will not let me be great. It has completely, I think, just crapped out on me. I am sure that this thing has completely crapped out on me. Like it just said, screw you, I'm not going to do anything. Not going to let you be great. I don't care about you. I don't care about how you feel. I don't care that you're getting upset. I don't care about any of that. I'm just here to make your life horrible. And so that is what is happening. I don't know why this is happening, but it is. So that's why I'm late because I had worked on a whole bunch of stuff this morning and I got everything set up and put together and thought everything was good. And then my computer says, no, we won't be doing that today. And so I'm still doing everything in my power as we speak. Hey, Tabitha, thank you for your membership, boo. And as we speak, I'm trying to get it together. I had all new graphics and everything, and my computer said, screw you, Elton. You won't do anything today. So rather than just sit here and wallow in my anger, y'all know how I get about my computer sometimes where it just I said let me get on and talk to y'all and just throw caution to the wind. So that's why I'm like 45 minutes late because I'm feverishly here trying to get my computer to do what I paid for it to do, and clearly that is not happening. Anyway, y'all, what is going on? What is up, people? What is up? What is up? And what is up with everyone? It is my esteemed pleasure to be here before you all. Hi, if you don't know me. If you don't know me, I'm El Teddy 27. I am a little guy, just a little YouTuber trying to make my way. Um this is not working. No. Anyway, y'all, um the perils of being a YouTuber. You just have no idea. Just the perils of being a YouTuber and trying to make stuff work. Anyway, what's going on with y'all? What is up? This just not gonna work for me today, so I'm gonna stop trying to make this stuff work for me. Um, got a lot of stuff to talk about, some things to talk about, and we'll get down to it, get down to the nitties of the gritties. um, and stuff like that. Maybe I can, if I try hard enough, I can get something to come up. If not, we'll make it do what it do anyway. Um, the politics of it all. Let's talk about some stuff. Let's learn. Let's grow. Let's be edified. Let's get better. Thank you so much, Tabitha, again for your membership. Thank you so much. All right. So, we got some good news, some, you know, regular politics, which is in most cases not so good news. And we're gonna try to, make the best of all of this, and decipher some things and work some things out and figure some things out, and yeah, make it do what it do. All right, let's see if I can get this to work out, y'all. I'm trying so very hard. I had got all of these graphics and now none of them are working. And so I'm gonna try and see if I can get one of them to come up. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying so hard, bear with me. Bear with me, technical difficulties. This is what happens when you run all of your own stuff. You do all of your own graphics, sound, audio, video, and everything, editing and everything. Yeah. I am a team of one. You know how people say me and my team? I am a team of one. So let me just say, I'm doing the best. Bear with me. So, um, first thing, and this isn't one of my stories, but I forgot to put this on my list of things to do. So let me just talk about it now and discuss. Did y'all see y'all president yesterday? Did y'all see that young man um call Rashida Tlaib Rashid? Did anybody? Am I the only one who saw that? Am I the only one who saw your president, number 46, call a member of the squad, Rashida Tlaib? He called that woman Rashid. Anybody else saw that yesterday when he was on the tarmac and stuff like that? Let me say hey to y'all. I didn't even say hey to y'all as y'all have come in. I know some people were waiting. Hey, Raphael, if you're still here, Nappy Child, IMC Brown, Ebby, Lil Baby, Tabitha, Jason, Mina Ruth, MBN. Y'all see all of the difficulties we're having this morning? Y'all see what's going on. The powers that be are not working with me here. But I am working on that new laptop. It's going to be a gaming laptop so that it can handle everything that I needed to handle. Hey, Volvo. Hey, Cams. So that young man. Now, what I don't need you to do, President Joe Biden, is if you're going to be in front of the camera, if you're going to be someone whose job it is to get up and be a public speaker, be a figure that has to speak more than the normal person, the one thing that you have to be able to do is get people's names right. That woman's name is not Rashid Tlaib. That woman's name is Rashida. And I know people are gonna say, really? I mean, it's not that serious. It would be that serious for you if it were your name. I'm just saying. And for Rashida Tlaib to be someone who is not, it's not like it's someone who is not known. It's not like it's someone who is not always on the beaten path, who's not always trying to make a way to, get her voice heard and be out there, her and the rest of the squad. And they go out there and they speak for the people. They are the voice of the people in many occasions. But this young man called her Rashid Tlaib. Maybe she has a brother named Rashid. I don't know. What I do know is the woman's name is not Rashid. It's Rashida, not Rashid Tlaib. You are disrespectful, Joe Biden. You are disrespectful. Anyway, So I wanted to say that because let me see if I can get this overlay to work. See if I can get this to work. Maybe that'll work. I'll leave that for now. All right. So I had a bunch of overlays and none of them are working now. So pay me no mind. Just keep that one there for now. Keep that one there for now. Anyway, so y'all, um, should I start with the good news or bad news? Y'all tell me what y'all want me to start with, and um I'll go from there. Y'all tell me where y'all want me to go. I can start off with the good news or I can start off with the bad news. I'm inclined to start off with the bad stuff and then end on a positive note, but I don't know. Y'all know, even sometimes the good news can send me off into a rant that will just have me blathering about and just have me upset with the whole of American culture. Vovo says bad, Evie says good. That's only two people. I don't know who to go with. All right. So we're gonna start off with what we'll sandwich it. Okay, sandwich it. Step to the bad side. Right. Thank you, Abby. We'll do a sandwich. Let me see if I can make this happen. I'm telling y'all, y'all want to literally know why I keep looking down what I'm trying to do. Literally, as we speak, I am doing everything I can to still try to get all of these things to work out with my computer constantly freezing. I am still, as we speak, doing everything in my power to get my graphics to come up and act right. And I got one of them up. That's probably the best I'm going to do today. So we'll just leave this one up. It'll have my information. Next time on the little Royal Blue part, you'll see the stories that'll come up and stuff. Those are supposed to come up, but my computer's being a whole asshole right now, so I can't. I'm just gonna just stop trying right now and give y'all what y'all want. Y'all want the information. So let me give y'all the information. So let's sandwich the good news. So let's go to the great state of Ohio, okay? The great state of Ohio. Hey, Mr. Pisces. It looks state of Ohio. Anybody here from the state of Ohio? Let me know. Now, I did not speak this young man's name when this all took place. However, we will speak his name now. Um, Andre Hill. Some of you all may be familiar with the story of Andre Hill. Andre Hill is a one of our another black man who was gunned down by the police in the city of Columbus, Ohio. In the city of Columbus, Ohio. This was several months ago. Um, actually, it was December. He was um, going to his friend's house. Okay. And let me read the blurb about it. It says, Andre Hill was fatally shot last December by former Columbus Division of Police officer Adam Coy, former. Coy and his partner were responding to a call about a suspicious vehicle and approached the garage where Hill was visiting a friend. While the officers' were body cameras were turned weren't turned off. What ended up? Let me give you the what happened when the police got out. The body cameras were on. They then turned it off, and then that's when things went left. Okay, so but while the officers' body cameras were not off, a brief clip was showing that Hill was approaching the officers with his cell phone in his right hand. And the whole notion, oh, we really couldn't see it. Oh, we could, we had a heart. We didn't know if it was a weapon or a gun or whatever. And they couldn't see it. So part of the body cam footage came out and showed that you could clearly see that it was his cell phone. Anyway, they shot him. The man laid on the ground for what was 10 minutes. Coy, Officer Adam Coy shot him. He laid on the ground for 10 minutes without getting help, without getting aid, without getting anything. He was taken to the hospital where he died. After the shooting, some days after the shooting, he was fired by the city and charged, and he did have charges with he is currently facing charges of murder, felonious assault, and reckless homicide. um However, the Columbus City Council has approved a settlement of 10 million with an M dollars with the family of Andre Hill because they know that this is a wrongful death. Now let's be clear, the money is not going to be able to bring back this young man's life, and there is no amount of money that you can put on someone's life. However, I will say that if I am a family grieving the death of my loved one, that settlement will go a long way than having nothing, because I'm sure the cost of funeral, and people always just talk about the funeral expenses, but what they also don't talk about is the fact that people, whatever debt someone had doesn't go away when they pass away. That goes many of those debts, depending on what they are, will go to the next of kin, and that it'll be their responsibility to take care of those things. And so that's why, it's a good idea to have life insurance and things like that, so we can take care of these things. So um that is good news. One, that this officer was fired, and it didn't take them a long time. Two, that he is being charged with murder, felonious assault, and reckless homicide. And three, that the city of Columbus City Council has approved uh, a $10 million settlement with the family of Andre Brown, and they did that on Monday. So that is a good thing. It's a very good thing that now, there's some teeth behind this. Um, I do think that in terms of law enforcement reform and criminal justice reform, there needs to be teeth, more teeth in it, like people's pensions going away, people losing their licensing and certifications and ability to practice law enforcement in states and things like that, that need to be attached to it as well. But we got to take what we can and still fight for more. So that is some good news. We started off with good news. Hopefully, I don't lose my mind. What are our snacks today? The snacks of today are plantain chips, because I was feeling the option to turn the body cam off. Oh, there's more good news attached to this story. I'm not done yet. Snacks of the day. We're eating some plantain chips, right? But they are ceviche flavored plantain chips. And they are so good. They really do taste like ceviche. And it's so good. So, hi, lovely True Ray. Glad you popped out the bushes to remind me that there is more to this story. Um, in addition to the payout, the city has also agreed to rename a local gym after Andre Hill. Um, the name change is expected to go into effect later this year. Um, as well, there was where's it at? 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 I can't find it, but in addition to that, they are passing laws, or there's laws that are hitting that are being read that, yeah, listen, Tabitha, you know we both from Miami. So I when I saw, not only, you know what, Tabitha, it tastes like, when it says ceviche, it tastes like, conch salad. It tastes, Tabitha, think conch salad flavor on, think if you took the plantain, Tabitha, and you the plantain to dip into some conch salad and eat the conch salad with. Girl, that's what it tastes like. Girl, I had to go all the way Miami on it. You know we from Miami, Tabitha. You already know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Mm, it's good too. Tabitha, I can tell you where I got it from. It's real good. Anyway, they're trying to introduce a law in that area, and they're gonna call it the Hill Bill. Child, I got it from this gas station, girl. A Sitgo, honey. You know, a corner gas station, a little Sitgo, honey. Looking around, and girl, I saw her. Girl. Anyway, um, where in that bill, what they're going to do is it's going to be illegal for the officers to turn off their body cam once they exit their car. When they exit their car, they must turn on their body cams, and that will be law. And so that's going to be, the Hill family has moved toward that. Um, and the city officials and leaders are backing that, and they are behind that. So that is some good news there. Um, it's not all bad. I mean, it's definitely bad that this man had to lose his life, but um, hopefully, at least in that area, it is starting some change and reform that we can get with, and so forth. Hey, Amber. Hey, lovely True Red. So that's good. So that's first, but we do need to speak his name, because y'all know how we are over here. We speak people's name. His name is Andre Hill, and I know his name didn't get a whole lot of notoriety. I was not familiar with this story until sometime in March. Is the first time I heard about it. But when I found out about it, it was just another. It was another name in the growing list of names, litany of names. So that is our first story. Good news. Um, Andre Hill is his name. We'll save our next good news um for the end. We'll sandwich it. All right, where are we going now? All right, so because we are on a daily fight, ladies and gentlemen, to report on sugar spikes and sugar highs going on across America. We're on a daily fight to report on the diabetes epidemic, the sugar diabetes epidemic that is sweeping the fruited plains, that is causing sugar spikes all over the fruited plains. We are here to report on sugar diabetes infiltrating and permeating every aspect of American society over here. Okay, that is what we're doing. Like the guy back in the day. Remember those old commercials with what's the old white man who had the thick beard? He used to come on and say, "Check your blood sugar, check it often." There's no reason not to. Remember that commercial? If you know what commercial I'm talking, he used to come on and say, "Check your blood sugar, check it often." Some of these people out here need to check their blood sugar and check it often, because this is what's going on in America. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is what we have going on in these yet to be United States of America. Anyway, so our next story that I'm going to gift you with, because you need to hear this, is in Ebby's wonderful state of North Carolina. I'm gonna try to do this story, y'all, without having some type of meltdown and without going into a full, just full cataclysmic epic meltdown. I'm gonna do my best. Do my best. Can't make no promises, but I'm gonna do the best I can. So North Carolina prosecutors have decided that they're going to clear the officers who shot Andrew Brown, and they said, according to them, it was the deadly force was justified. This is the same North Carolina that we reported on with all of the anti-protesting bills. The same North Carolina that has a bill that has passed at this point that says that city, well, not city, but any elected official is not allowed to tell the police to stand down when it comes to protesting. They're not allowed to tell police officers do not move aggressively. They're not allowed to tell the police force anything when they feel that it's their duty or somebody's being unlawful. Uh, elected official can be fined and or be jailed for trying to stop the police force from being overly aggressive. Yes, that North Carolina. Now, I've been trying to get my hands on this report. The district attorney says that in some report that he made to who knows who, because nobody can find it nowhere in America, that the officers had a right to use deadly force because this is North Carolina, where we could just make shit up and we could just decide that we're going to, instead of having people innocent until proven guilty, instead of having a whole criminal justice system who's who it's their job to decide whether or not someone has committed a crime and what that punishment should or should not be. In that great state of North Carolina, this district attorney has said, damn all of that to hell. In North Carolina, it's just, we're guns a blazing. If we feel like for whatever reason we can concoct a make up or just, you know, have any type of fictitious reason to blow you off the earth, if you are a person that has a little too much melanin, we will do that with reckless abandon. Let me see if I can find this young man's name. Hold on. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, there's his name. Wait, I just saw it. Andrew Womble, North Carolina District Attorney Andrew Womble. Womble. That is his name. He ain't shit. I'm just going to say that to you, Andrew Womble. You ain't shit. I don't listen. Here is what Womble said. This is a quote. This is not nothing that I'm just making up off the top of my head. This is a quote. The deputies faced both actual and apparent danger as perceived by them on the scene. This apparent threat was reinforced by Brown's dangerous and felonious use of a deadly weapon. As tragic as this incident is with the loss of life, the deputies on scene were nonetheless justified in defending themselves from death or great bodily injury. Have y'all seen the video? I don't have it available, and I'm not going to even try to get my computer to act right this morning because y'all see it's having whole. Have y'all seen the videos of them rolling up on this young man? They rolled up on a pickup truck with about 8 or 9 police officers and SWAT team or whatever they were. This was one man in his car that was trying to back out of his car, drive out of the driveway. They came, rolled up behind him with several police cars, and then this pickup truck or whatever truck it was with like 8 or 9 officers where they jumped off, guns in hands, fingers on trigger, jumped off at out at that young man. You know how we call them jump out boys, Tabitha. You know who the jump out boys are on this young man. But they felt like they were the ones in danger for their safety. The video is out there. You can go look at it. A mess. Mind you, he was killed in the back of the he was shot in the back of the head. Where's the danger? If you shoot someone in the back of the head, that means they're not facing you. How in the holy hell, how in everything that is holy do you let fart out of your mouth that there is justification for you shooting and killing someone from the back because you felt like you were in grave danger? Excuse me, let me quote you. Um, because you were defending yourselves from death and bodily and great bodily injury. I'm trying to figure out, like, was this some type of what's the movie with Keanu Reeves, um where he's a mercenary or something like that? Like, is this some type of, I'm trying to figure out, like, was he shooting from the back? You know how, or what's the movie with Keanu Reeves that I can't think of the name of the damn movie where he's the mercenary. He just be killing everybody. God, I can't think of the name of it almost came to me. And I love the whole series. I watched all three movies. John Wick, thank you. Is this some John Wick type shit where he's shooting from the back and taking people? What the fuck? Like, unless Andrew Brown morphed into John Wick and had guns in every orifice and crevice of his body, pulling them out and was shooting people from the back, walking backwards, shooting at you and doing all kinds of craziness. Well, but they were defending themselves from death and great bodily harm. But you shot someone in the back of the head, which goes to my point. The man was trying to back out of his driveway. Y'all pulled up, jumped out on the man, and just started shooting, guns ablazing. Mind you, when you watch the video, the if I'm not mistaken, I remember watching the video and it looks like he actually stopped his car so that his car would not hit the people as they were jumping out. As the cops were jumping out of cars and off the back of his truck or whatever to come and murder him, he literally, because he was literally in the process of backing out, he stops the car so as not to hit them. And what do? They murder the man. This is what we got going on. Whole sugar spikes all over these yet to be United States of America. I don't know. Their thing was they feel like he was trying to ram his car into them. I know that's what their justification is. Whatever. I can't even. We do not even need to parcel out how unjust and unfair this is, because the people descended from the Caucasus Mountains have done worse and continue to do much worse to police officers. Well, whatever. moving on. I'm moving on from that story because I feel myself getting mad. And before I have this meltdown, so let's see where we're going to go next. Now, remember if you watched the Teacher Project 2.0, shameless plug, Really B and I have a podcast and have another channel called Teacher Project 2.0. You can go over there and see our unabridged, unscripted commentary on all things education. I'm going to read the first two paragraphs of this article. And I'm going to just let y'all go. I'm just going to be quiet for a second after that and just read comments from there. In New York, a group of parents are outraged after their children were given an assignment that said George Floyd died from a heart attack and not a knee on his neck. According to NBC News, the assignment was given to students at Saugerties High School last Friday and asked them to craft a bold, quote, thematic statement in the same format as by state exams by using examples provided. One of the examples stated that Floyd didn't die from Derek Chauvin's knee on his neck, but instead, But instead from a heart attack. Another example asks students if Chauvin should get another trial because evidence found juror Brandon Mitchell could not have been forthcoming in his statements due to potentially having racially provoked attitudes toward policing and Black Lives Matter. These were prompts that they were giving to prepare students for standardized testing in the great state of New York. We didn't say the great state of Texas. We didn't say Minnesota. We didn't say Iowa, Oklahoma, North Carolina. We didn't say West Virginia. We didn't say any of these states. What else? We have mentioned the bastion of liberalism and progressiveness that is the great state of New York. I'm just gonna let y'all comment as you. I have nothing. Hey, quintessential. Now let me add to this as teacher and educator. Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna eat some Skittles because my sugar levels are beginning to spike. Hold on. Just, y'all wait, hold on. Let me put up a picture while I try to get my sugar levels in order. Because I can't. I can't. I can't. What do you want from me? What do y'all want from me? What do y'all want from me? I'm trying so hard. Hey, quintessential. It's all this damn sugar. Mm, mm, mm. Y'all know I'm gonna get a eventually I'm gonna have a emoji with sugar. I am. It's coming, don't worry. So my question is this. Now let me go and let me read to you what the superintendent has to say. Because the educator in me knows that I'm supposed to side with the teachers and say, you know, maybe there was a reason behind this. Maybe there was a point to this. Wow, I did not know that. Mm. Condolences to him and his family. I did not know Paul Mooney had passed. That must have just came out because I didn't see that this morning. So sorry to hear that, Paul Mooney. I'm sure I will have a Paul Mooney esque level meltdown at some point during this live. Don't worry. Let me put that up for the people to see. So, where am I at? That just threw me off. No, I'm not saying that I'm mad, but that, when you hear news like that, kind of makes you go, ooh. Anyway, in a statement yesterday, here's what the district says. A superintendent's name is Kirk Reinhardt. He issued a statement. He said, in this instance, when the teacher realized that a student felt uncomfortable with the assignment, the student was immediately contacted in order to acknowledge and discuss the student's concerns. The student's parents were contacted, and the family and the district discussed the next steps. The assignment was also immediately revised. Here's my question. If that student never never had the boldness and willingness to discuss or be open about their discomfort or the fact that this was bullshit, this would have been able to just stay there, right? That's what y'all are telling me, right? The only reason this changed, hmm, hmm, what do y'all want me to do with that? What do y'all want me to do with that? We got sugar levels spiking all over America, in New York, in which is a liberal state, just like it is in the red states. And so my point is, this is why really B and I are so passionate about education, and we get so passionate about everything going on. The thing about it is, there are so many people in charged with educating, indoctrinating your children, that you definitely need to be concerned. And the fact uh, that someone would just roll that out there and expect children to just be comfortable with it is deplorable. That's educational negligence. And the fact that the school board's only response is, well, we sat the student down and talked to them about their discomfort. Called the parents and spoke to them about the situation, and we revised it a little bit. But what if that student never said anything? If that student never said anything, and what if they were introverted or shy, or someone who's just not, as a child, just doesn't have that kind of gumption to say, I'm just go up and just say what I got to say and I don't care. Then this stuff, and how many thousands upon thousands, millions of classrooms could this be happening in? And nobody does say anything. And this stuff does get to grow legs and see the light of day. This is why this stuff is not getting better. This is why those people fooling themselves into thinking that the matter of race is going to get better, you are reaching. You are delusional. Because the racists are getting younger. And those Generation Zers, listen, the Generation Zers are about that white supremacy life. Please be clear. They are all here for white supremacy. Continuing with our onward saga to speak on sugar levels spiking across the fruited plains. Dear Lord, I have to bring your attention to a picture. And I'm going to leave this picture up for a while I give this story, because you need the visual. Where's the picture? This picture. We're just going to leave that up. Y'all see that man in the middle? The man in the very middle, whose face is facing us, not the one with the face mask, the one without the face mask, the white man descended from the Caucasus, that man. Who is that? You may ask. I'm glad you asked. What are we watching? According to that young man, a typical day at the Capitol. Nothing to see here. This is a typical day at the Capitol. This is what you could see on any given day at the Capitol building. You would see politicians barricading themselves in the House chamber. That's what you would see here. Who is that? That is Representative Andrew Clyde of the great state of Georgia. Yes, that Representative Andrew Clyde, who, when asked or when speaking in committee last week, said the following: Let's be honest with the American people. It was not an insurrection, and we cannot call it that and be truthful. You know, if you didn't know the TV footage was a video from January 6th, you would actually think it was a normal tourist visit. This, and then after he said that, shots out to journalist and photographer Tom Williams of the blog Roll Call. And he came right out and said, oh, really, sir? This is a normal tourist visit. And then he posted this picture on his Twitter and said, Dear Representative Clyde, do you normally have to help the Secret Service barricade a door against an angry mob for a quote tourist visit? That is you right there. You are an F disgrace, Andrew Clyde. An F disgrace. That is what Tom Williams tweeted out. Shouts out to him. Now, to go further, what's happening now is they are looking to they're looking to have formal censure of him. A formal censure resolution is being circulated amongst some of the House members against Representative Andrew Clyde of Georgia for his public statements about the January 6th attack being a quote normal tourist visit. I just want to know who or what y'all are electing in the great state of Georgia. Georgia, y'all got Marjorie Taylor Greene rolling around here, just as crazy as cat piss, blathering about. Now you got this, you, derelict of society, Andrew Clyde, that y'all rolled out of the great state of Georgia. Anything else y'all want to roll out here for us, Georgia? Georgia, y'all got anything else for us? Because we just want to know so we can prepare ourselves. Y'all are electing dick fucks, ass clowns, and fucktards to some of the highest houses within our American government just to tear the shit down. Because according to this young man in the picture, this is a quote normal tourist visit. Do I have any belief that this formal censure um will happen? Nope. Nope. Not to be outdone, I should say. Your girl, your girl, Megan McCain. Yes, your girl, Megan McCain, because y'all love her. Y'all love Megan McCain. I want to put the clip up. I really, really do. I really, really do. But I know my computer won't let me be great. I know it won't. So, on The View, Sunny Hostin talked about this and mentioned it, right? Whoopi Goldberg, of course, comments on it, like most sane, cognitively thinking people saying, hey, this is the wrong thing to think about. Somebody needs to do something about somebody saying that this happened. Your girl, your girl, your girl, your girl, Meghan McCain says, well, this happened 4 months ago, and we've been talking about it for 4 months, and I've made my perspective on it clear. I think it's horrific. I don't believe the big lie. That's what she said. Sounds just as horrible, but don't worry, we're careening down this path of destruction. It is Meghan McCain. It is. Hold on, let me. What the hell? Oh God, computer. It just won't let me be great. Oh, God, my computer will not let me be great today. I'm sorry, y'all. My computer is. I'm trying to, quell my frustration. Y'all know how I get about my stupid computer, but it does not let me be great. She then goes on to say, there's a crisis at the border. The Middle East is on fire. Inflation rates are sky high. Unemployment is crazy. People can't get gas in their cars. I think we should be focusing on that versus relitigating something that happened 4 months ago. So what Meghan McCain and her band of merry white supremacists would like to happen is, oh yeah, she did win by default. I forgot that part, Tabitha. She did. You're right. Because her band of thugs did go out there and strong arm people into dropping out. You are right about that, Tabitha. And there's a whole listen. There was supposed to be a whole thing with investigations into that didn't go anywhere because the Dems are weak. Anyway, um, so Meghan McCain and her band of merry white supremacists would love for you to forget the insurrection that they made happen on January 6th. Shall I remind you, you to this day, you cannot even say 9/11 without white people cringing and without them bawling into tears. Not that they shouldn't, because it was a horrific event. I'm not making light of it. But the point that I am making is that was an entire terrorist attack on our country, on our nation. And what we had going on January 6th was also a terrorist attack on our country and on our nation. But because it happened via white people, they want us to forget it because this was put on and done by the people descended from the Caucasus Mountains, born, raised, and bred in this racist ass country. They want you to quickly forget about the fact that that was a terrorist attack. Y'all can cloak it as insurrection and whatever. You can call it insurrection. It was a terrorist attack. That's what the hell it was. It was a terrorist attack. It was domestic terrorism. And they want you to forget that. Because let's be clear, if that had been a bunch of black people, a bunch of Hispanic people, a bunch of Asian people, they would still be, listen, not only would they have commissions, there would have been sweeping laws and agencies created to thwart it. We got TSA right now because of 9/11. There was no TSA. Hey, kiddos who don't know, if you're too young, you're watching this video, you were born in the 2000s. Before 9/11, there was no TSA. There was airport screening and security, but there was no TSA. And the airport security and screening was certainly not what it is today. Do you know the type of laws that would be enacted right now? The type of sweeping changes that would be made to American civilization had those people that committed this terrorist attack of these yet to be United States of America not been white, born and bred in these yet to be United States of America? Come on now. Come on now. But y'all want us to forget about this, right? Y'all want us to forget about this, right? Y'all want us to forget about this, right? You telling me, hey, says no stress. You are telling me, oh, that was 4 months ago, and we have other things to think about. Yeah, because y'all over here, it's you're right. You want to mention all of these things you want to mention. I'm glad you mentioned these things, Megan McCain. Since you want to go down this road, Megan McCain, and list all of these other things that's going on, since you want to have this conversation and spew out your mouth, what's going on, then let's bring up all of these issues. Crises at the border. You're right, we're having crises at the border. The crises at the border started with your former presidents who were snatching kids up that were trying to flee from dying in their country, trying to flee from organized crime, trying to free from gangs and all types of, criminals and miscreants that were killing women, children, and families down there in South America and trying to just stay alive. And what you people were doing at the border, the real crises at the border was you snatching children away from their parents. And now you all don't have any list of where they go. You all don't have any way of um putting these children back together with their parents. And now we got kids that will never see their parents again in life. We got orphans, for lack of a better term, all over the country, thousands of them, because of the crises that your former president, who you loved and endorsed, caused. That's the crisis at the border that you want to talk about. That crisis. Since you want to talk about border crisis. Oh, what else did you talk about, Megan? The Middle East is on fire. The Middle East is on fire because you, Republicans and the Dems, coddle Benjamin Netanyahu and are okay with his fuck shit and fuckery over there, who is someone who's a freaking mercenary, someone who is a war criminal out there bombing women and children in some of the most populated cities in the world. He's over there just nilly-willy, just negligently throwing bombs out there, killing thousands of civilians. That's why the Middle East is on fire, if you really want to go down this road. Because you all, coddle Benjamin Netanyahu. And y'all just look aside to his fuck shit. Since you want to go down this list of other things that we need to be concerned about, instead of the fact that we had a whole terrorist attack here. What else did you mention? Inflation rates are sky high. You know why inflation rates have to be at a sky high? Because for the last 20 plus years, you and your fellow Republicans have done nothing but line the pockets of the richest 1% of the top 1% of America, making them richer and making the middle class poorer. So that has everything to do with inflation. Did you forget that part? Giving tax credits to all of these people. You got whole ass companies like Amazon, whole ass people that are millionaires like Donald Trump that have not paid taxes for years and are not in jail and have not been prosecuted and are seeing no penalties or consequences at all. But they ain't paying damn amount of taxes. But everything is put on the shoulders of the middle class and the poor. And you would have wondered why inflation is going up. And or should we mention the fact that even if I go with your inflation is going up, I see that wages are not, because y'all don't even want to give the people the $15 that they need just to live at the poverty line. You really want to go down this road, Megan McCain? Because you're one of these people that like to spew garbage out of your mouth. You like to spew garbage and talking points out of your mouth, and you don't know what you're talking about. They're just talking points for you. Just little bullet points that someone handed to you. Say this, say that, say this, say that, and see what angers me the most is, as angry as I am at Megan McCain, I'm also angry at the Sonny Hoskins of the world, the Whoopi Goldbergs of the world, the Joy Behar, and whoever the hell else is on that show, because y'all let her say these things, and then you don't check her ass. Because when she mentioned those other things, I would have said, go good. I'm glad you mentioned it. Let's go down the road. You want to talk about this? Then let's talk about it, because she is uninformed. She goes to her phone and gets text messages from those neo-Nazis that text her and tell her what to spew out to the American public to get their point across. But she's unlearned. She doesn't know a goddamn thing. And y'all should check her at, oh, you want to mention this? Well, let's talk about it. But she won't, because she can't. She just wants to mention talking points. So let's go to your other talking points, Megan McCain. Fucking ass clown. What else did she mention? Unemployment is crazy. Is it now? I wonder why. Did you forget that there was this little thing called COVID, a global pandemic that your former president ignored, that your former president knew was coming and did nothing to stop it, that your former president refused to acknowledge was even real, that some of you and your counterparts continue to believe is real, and because of which the entire country had to go on lockdown, which caused a lot of people to lose their job. And we have unemployment unparalleled since the days of the Great Depression because of the former administration and their negligence and the fact that they were derelict of duties to these people in this country. But you want to talk about unemployment and why unemployment is the way it is. Ma'am, that was you and your people. Let's be clear. You and your people. You really want to go down this road? Because you had a whole grocery list of stuff as if that was gonna make us. Oh, I don't know. You're right, Megan. Oh God, you're so right. We need to be concerned about that. Really? Well, come on, let's do this. Let's do this. Because I'm sure by the time we're done, you would much rather talk about your band of merry terrorists over there that decided to have a whole terrorist attack on these yet to be United States of America. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Normal tourist day. Lord. Anything else you got for us, Megan? Let me see what the hell else you blathering out of your goddamn mouth. Um, People can't get gas in their cars. I'm not doing this with you, Megan. I'm not doing this with you, Megan. I'm not. And then she said, I think we should focus on that versus relitigating something that happened 4 months ago. We ain't even started the litigations yet. Which brings me, Megan, great segue. Which brings me, Megan, to our next story. Because we can't talk about the insurrectionists, as you all like to call them, terrorists. God. Where's my next story? Without talking about people like your boy, probably Megan's, he sounds like he's probably Megan's next bust down. A gentleman by the name of Kevin Seafried. Kevin Seafried, that's Seefried, is the man who was carrying, excuse me, the Confederate flag and mounted the Confederate flag in the Capitol building and was waving that giant Confederate flag. That young man, that fucktard, that young man who they arrested but let go. I just want you to know, as we are keeping up with this, he and his family are out on vacation. They're taking family vacations because, mind you, there are people who are law-abiding citizens that are living, I ain't gonna even say at the poverty line, that are living at a middle-aged, not middle-aged, at middle class, excuse me, income levels that may not can afford to take the entire family on a family vacation because it's so goddamn expensive in these yet to be United States of America, since we're talking about inflation. A family vacation, God forbid you got 3 or 4 kids, could cost you $5,000 almost. And I'm not being hyperbolic or exaggerating. But when we go and have whole terrorist attacks on America, and we are being charged with all types of crimes, the highest levels of crime that you can commit on your own government, God, what do? Oh, because she wants to talk about relitigating. We haven't even begun to litigate them. You take these people, You charge them, then you give them bond, and then you let them get out. And then all of a sudden you allow them to leave their state, leave the country, and go and have trips all over, not only the fruited plains, but all over the world and all over the country. I could just go take nilly-willy trips all over the world. Let a black man get caught with a half of a ounce of weed in certain states. And now not only is he not getting bail, he might get locked up for the next 20 years. No questions asked. But you got whole people having entire terrorist attacks. They get bond, they get out, they get to leave the country, they get to go on vacation, they get to live their happy little lives. I don't know, little baby. I have no idea. I ain't even checked up on him. And we're not checking for him because you shouldn't have been your ass out there. That was not our fight. You should not have been your ass out there. That was not our fight. I don't care. But yes, and he's facing multiple charges, including violent entry and disorderly conduct on Capitol grounds and unlawfully entering a restricted building. You notice how they're getting these easy. You notice how they're getting these, oh, you're just disorderly conduct. And no treason, no insurrection, no domestic terrorism, no none of that. They get these nice, easy, palatable charges. I can't. Disorderly conduct on the Capitol grounds. Lord. Unlawfully entering a restricted building. Fuck out of here. Y'all, I can't. This is what y'all got going on. This is what y'all got going on in these yet to be United States of America. This is what y'all got going on. I'm trying not to let my sugar level spikes. Anyway, hey L Love, hey Boo, hey Boo. What we almost done with our stories of the day. We got like two more stories. We do have some good news at the end. So let's go to my great state of Florida, the butt crack of these yet to be United States of America, the booty hole, the ass crack of these yet to be United States of America, lined with butt crumbs and skid marks. Florida, where we have our giant dangling hemorrhoid governor Ron DeSantis, who decided that it is no longer May, it is now October. And more specifically, it is Halloween. And what do we do on Halloween? We hand out candy, Skittles, and we give out Skittles to the kids who have on monster masks and costumes, who go around parading themselves as monsters. And you get Skittles and candy treats to control. And why do you need candy? Because you need candy to control. Listen, say it with me here, people. We need the candy to control what? Say it with me. What is the candy controlling, people? What is the candy controlling? Oh, where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? The candy is controlling the sugar. Oh, listen, obsessed, no stress. Myself, Tabitha, we are also Miami-Dade County, born and raised. Born and raised, Miami-Dade County, Miami Central High School, home of the Rockets, right here. Anyway, we're having whole sugar spikes. Sugar spikes. Miami Central Senior High School, home of the Rockets. Sugar spikes, okay? Sugar. The goddamn sugar. I just feel like this. When you live in Florida, this is how you feel, okay? All my fellow Florida people, this is what you feel like living under the tyranny that is America's giant hemorrhoid, dangling hemorrhoid, enraged, inflamed, dangling hemorrhoid. Urgh, Ron DeSantis. So you may ask, what do you mean, El Teddy, that Ron DeSantis is handing out Skittles, candy? I mean, little baby, this is the governor of our great state of Florida. I'm just saying. So let me set this up for y'all. Y'all know it takes a bit of setup for me. Y'all know I gotta set this stuff up. So last year, amid the global pandemic that we discussed earlier, there were shutdowns and lockdowns all across the globe. People were shutting things down. Okay. So there was a couple. Mike and Jillian Carnevale, Carnevale, in Florida. When when their city told them that they were on shutdown, they owned a gym and said, "Fuck you and your shutdown. We're gonna open up our gym anyway," because gyms were deemed super spreaders. Okay, if you had a gym open last summer, that was like a whole COVID con. But you know, that's Florida, where you have a whole lot of sugar diabetes going on. And these people would not be left without their communal restrooms where they could jack off with each other and have homosexual sex in the bathrooms out in public. Would not have it where they could go to their local gyms and work out. Anyway, these this couple who owned this gym said we're going to open anyway. So what happened? They got arrested. For the first time they were arrested was on January 27th. But the city decided, listen, we're gonna try and give you a chance. So they, let them out on bond and said, okay, hopefully you learn. What they did, they got right out and did what? Opened right back up. Opened right back up. And then they got arrested and they were ordered to close down. They were arrested again on August 6th. They were released on August 7th. and they were released the morning of August 7th. Opened up their gym the same day and got arrested again the third time on August 7th. So Ron DeSantis has now decided that he's going to start giving out pardons like Skittles all over the great state of Florida. Quote, when our clemency board meets in the coming weeks, we'll issue pardons not only for Mike and Jillian, but for any Floridian that may have outstanding infractions for things like masks and social distancing. What do y'all want me to do with that? I'm gonna read that again for y'all. I'm gonna read that again. When our clemency board meets in the coming weeks, we'll issue pardons, not only for Mike and Jillian, but for any Floridian that may have outstanding infractions for things like masks and social distancing. So let me get this right. Y'all hold on, because I'm trying to not have a meltdown. Hold on, give me a second. Talk amongst yourselves in the chat before I have this whole meltdown. Hold on. Cause shout out to the 27 people in the chat. L Teddy 27, my favorite number. I can't. I can't. What do y'all want from me? I don't know what y'all want from me. What do y'all want me to do with that? Now, y'all got all the smoke for people peacefully protesting the genocide of an entire group of people. Y'all have passed laws that you can murder black people and other people protesting the killing of black people by police officers. So you passed laws that said that people can murder them and run over them with cars, right? Y'all got all kinds of pardons for these people proliferating a global pandemic that is responsible for the deaths of almost 600,000 of our family, friends, and loved ones in this country. You got all of the pardons in the world for them. All of the pardons in the world for these people. Right, a Sam's Club size box to niggas that just go crazy. Lord, what is happening? This could not be live. Mm-mm, mm-mm. 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 This can't be life. So what you're saying is you give pardons and credence and clemency to people doing things that can knowingly cause the death of other people. You know what this is akin to? And I know y'all might say that's a little stretch, but it's not. That would be like someone saying, admittedly, I am um HIV positive, not undetectable, just rolling with HIV, not on meds, not doing any of that, just living here with my HIV. And I'm just gonna go and just start having unprotected sex with people. And you just say, well, there's nothing wrong with that. Even though, and them not telling people, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that got, a disease, and not just HIV, let's say herpes, let's say genital warts or some nefarious disease that can at times cause death. Are you allowing these people to go out there and just have unprotected sex and not tell the people that they're sleeping with that they're having unprotected sex? And just give it out, and now you say, okay, that's okay with me. That's what this coronavirus is like, because you are helping, aiding, and abetting people who are putting people's lives in danger. It's the same thing, and they knowingly are putting people's lives in danger because they have ways to help it. That's why you wear a mask. Just like if you have sex with a condom, it could help stop the, spread of the disease, sexually transmitted disease. The same way a mask can help stop the spread of coronavirus. Make this shit make sense. But this is what happens in the butt crack, the ass crack, the booty hole of America, Florida, where we have our giant, dangling, inflamed, and enraged hemorrhoid governor, Ron DeSantis. A mess. Anyway, let's end on a positive note before I get out of here. I got to go to work in a little bit. On a positive note, continuing on in our great state of Florida, it has come to my attention that next year in 2022, when we have an open Senate seat in the great state of Florida, my girl and your girl, Representative Val Demings of the Orlando area, will be running for that Florida Senate seat. I'm excited for it. She's a fellow Florida State University alum. She's a Delta. She's a former police chief. She's a beautiful Black woman. And I'm excited but afraid. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm excited because Also, you should know her husband is the mayor of Orange County. So, very powerful political family. Marco Rubio holds that seat. Marco Rubio will be running again. I'm sure the Republican arm will put the full force of the Republican Party on this. However, Val Demings is here for it. I like it. But here's my concern. We've had Dems that were popular in the House, that were doing the goddamn thing in the House, that ran for a Senate seat in Florida, which is a red state. And because running for Senate is not like running for president, you can run for president and you can have two races where you're running for both the presidency and you're still running for your house seat as well. You see what I'm saying? Where, and you've had that before. People were running for president, they lose the election, but they still continue to hold their seat in the house because they ran dual elections. You can do that. Loopholes, but you can do that. You can't do that with the House and the Senate though. And so I've seen some people in the past. Kendrick Meek comes to mind. Kendrick Meek is the son of Carrie Meek, who was our representative down in Miami for a long time. And when she retired, her son took over Kendrick Meek, and he was doing the damn thing down in the House of Representatives as well. And he ran for Senate. I'm trying to think who he ran against. I don't think it was Rubio. It might have been Rubio. I can't remember off the top of my head. But he ran and lost. And because when he lost, another upcoming Dem who at the time, I think she's still there. That's Tabitha. What's my girl name? Who has Kendrick's seat now? Who always wear the cowboy hat? She's the AKA. Oh wow, I can't think of this lady's name. Oh, the light skinned lady, Tabitha. You know who I'm talking about. She used to be on the school board, and now she's the congresswoman. Oh, I can't think of this lady name. Always have the cowboy hats. Oh, I can't think of this lady's name. Oh, almost called it. I can't think of Frederica Wilson. Thank you, Bap. Frederica Wilson. Thank you. Oh, child. Frederica Wilson. Thank you. Anyway, but the problem is if you lose, you don't get that old house seat because somebody else takes it, and then that kind of puts them out of the political sphere for at least 2 years, if not longer. So I do want Val to go in the Senate because I do think we do now have a vacuum because there's not a single black woman in the Senate. I'd love to see her run. I more so before Kamala Harris left the Senate wanted to see her run for governor. I wanted to see her run for make a run at governor. Um, and with her running for the Senate, thank you, Tabitha. I wonder if what that means for the Democratic candidate. I've heard some names out there. I don't want to put them out there in my talkings with people. I've heard names. I don't want to put the names out there about who the Florida Dems are going to be backing, but I really wanted Val to do that, but yeah. Oh, I'm gonna look him up. Marcus Flowers. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna look him up. Also, Tabitha, you should also know Antonio Brown, who's on the city council for Atlanta. The light skinned one, not to be confused with dark skinned Antonio Brown, the football player. This guy's light skinned. Who's on the Atlanta City Council? Who had the old scandal about he had a sex tape or something come out, or pictures of him come out. I saw him because he's gay. And back in the day, he was on the little site. Not even back in the day, recently, he'd be on the little jacks and stuff like that, and getting his old bust down. He's a cute guy. He's running for mayor of Atlanta. He announced his candidacy for mayor of Atlanta. So, um, little baby, we're gonna have to have a whole thing about that. I don't want to get into that right now because it'll take me down the road, and I got to get off in a little bit and get ready for work. But there are several names out there because I know they're gearing up now. Remember, the race is next year. Yeah, there's a it's not a whole long search. It's like I think it's like less than a minute. I saw it might be a longer one. Um, so but yeah, have you not seen him, Jeff? Go Google him, Antonio Brown, Atlanta City Councilman. He's a real cute one now. He's light skinned, young. Whoop, child. Working with a little something downstairs from what I saw. Anyway, I do these things for investigative reporting for you people, not to be salacious, but y'all need to be able to hear the news. So I had to have the laborious task of watching these little videos that came across my Twitter of the young man. So, so I'm worried about Val. The problem I have is Republicans are going to put all of their money behind Marco, and it's hard to win. I think Bob Graham was our last Democratic senator. Bob Graham, former Governor Bob Graham. Former Governor Bob Graham is our last Democratic senator out of the state of Florida. Um, look at Jeff. Jeff already look. What's good, so Jeff popped out the bushes. You see him, Jeff. You see him. Anyway, um, so I'm afraid for Val. I don't. I think with all of the new laws that they're putting in place in Florida and Georgia, they're going to make it even more difficult than it already was. And so by them doing that, what are my thoughts on Keisha stepping down? Now the rumor around the day is that she's mixed up with T.I. That is the rumor. And that is, from what I am understanding, she was the stuff that I am hearing is that there were some other things, but the growing groundswell of stuff that I am hearing, what's ringing loudest is because she kind of married herself to T.I. with him endorsing her and following her all around during her candidacy for mayor. And this is going to go much worse with the T.I. situation. The Dems told her, hey, boo, we got a governor's race coming up, and we ain't got this type of time to have the Democratic Party or anybody in a position of power, especially as the mayor of Atlanta, to be involved with any type of fuck shit and fuckery. Get your ass the fuck out of Dodge. You already know Governor Kemp does not like your ass. And so with this type of ammunition, he's gonna have a fucking field day. And we need to try to win this shit. So yeah, Lisa Green, Paul Mooney passed. Yes, we did hear that. We talked about that earlier. Condolences. So I'm real concerned about Val Demings. I want her to do well. That means, and I in talks, that means that the Democratic Party gonna have to get off their ass and do a lot more grassroots. We're gonna have to have the Obama type level of grassroots efforts in Florida, and we're gonna have to do a whole lot of stuff to thwart and really rethink how we go about things to thwart a lot of these voter suppression laws. It's not impossible, but it is something that we're going to have to concern ourselves with. Not only is just about Demi's race, but in you said Marcus Flowers, Tabitha, I think you said Marcus Flowers, and those races and a lot of races around the country. So I know as the summer heats up, we are going to start to highlight um, races around the country of some of our fellow Black people and some of the people running in various areas and what we need to do and agencies and organizations that we need to get behind so as to get these people elected and see how we're going to go about rethinking how we push forward with election with all of these voter suppression laws that are coming through. I want to end by saying condolences to the family of Paul Mooney, and so forth. I'm sure you'll be hearing a lot about that. You'll see a lot of his old stand up. Go watch us Paul Mooney stand up, um, and things like that. You know, when some of the old heads start to go away, you have to take a step back and just remember them and remember simpler times and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a whole lot of stolen elections in the state of Florida that will shine. A whole lot of them. Anyway, but yeah, shouts out to Paul Mooney. Um, may he rest in peace. And we're about to get out of here. Y'all can put some shondos in the chat before we get out. Thank you all for being here today with me. Cheering me up because Lord knows my computer had done got me down. But y'all see we working on the graphics and everything. I'm gonna have all of that situated and figured out by the next time we do a politics of it all. Trust and believe. Do y'all like the way the graphics look so far? It look okay? Everything okay with that so far? Because I'm gonna just add to it. I ain't gonna really do a whole lot more. Just add to that. Anyway, y'all know as I always say, I love y'all. I love all y'all. Thank you for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. Y'all know I do this all for y'all because I want you to stay informed, educated, and edified, and know what's out there because we're all in this together. Make sure you follow all of the people. It's Tabitha is in here, formerly Beautiful Soul, but she's in here. Y'all go follow her. Y'all know to follow Really Be Abby. Um, Subscribe to these people. Really Be Abby, Jada Nerd, Mother, all of those people. Um, some of my other political comment people that I follow in politics. Benjamin Dixon of the Benjamin Dixon Show, and like it or not, love their show. Um, Oh, I just oh God, what's the name of that channel? Political is it political clickbaity? Clickbaity politics. Um I can't man, I think it's clickbaity politics. I love their show. They're angry like I am. Um and they when Marcus comes on there and just he gets angry like I do. Um it's clickbaity political thirst trap. That's the name of his channel. Clickbaity political thirst trap. That's the name of his channel, and he be on there and he be going in. And so, oh, Calvin Michaels, please, Calvin Michaels. You listen, so Jeff, I got you. I'm glad I got you on Calvin Michaels. He's another one that I follow vehemently, damn near stalk Calvin Michaels because Calvin Michaels, all he has to do is click the button, and I'm here for it. Here for all of it. So shouts out to Calvin Michaels is another one. There's a lot of us out here that are doing the do that are putting good stuff out there and not just spewing things, but are educated, that are informed, that are researched and really dig in. It's not just surface level type of informing you, but they really are researched, they're learned. And when you go there and you listen to them, you know that you're listening to someone who is educated and informed and really knows what there is to know and can decipher through all of um the glitz, the glamour of the headlines and get really down to the nitty gritty of some of these things. So yeah, all of those people, all of those people. Forgot about Calvin Michaels. Matter of fact, I was just watching him the other day. You know, he had a video came out the other day. I think it was this weekend. That was really good. If you haven't seen it, social job. Anyway, let me get out of here. I got to get in these streets and go to work. and so forth. Um, oh, thank you, Quintessential. Until next time, I love y'all. I love you on y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. Until next time, I'm out.